In this video, I'm gonna be making a Roblox game in 1 minute versus 1 hour. I can't really talk much because I only have 1 minute to make this game and the time is already ticking. I don't have time to script anything, so I'm just gonna use free models. Import some coins, get those in, please. A moving platform. Why is it taking so long to load? Okay, add this grass in. Alright, gotta move this up real quick. Duplicate these coins. Wait, stop! Put the grass back down. Alright. No! Yeah, it's over. What did I expect? I only had 1 minute. Well, let's play the game. The coins are looking pretty good, but I guess the moving platform is out of reach. Well, this was definitely a disaster. Moving on to the 1 hour Roblox game. Now this should be much easier. I have a full hour, which is plenty of time compared to the disaster that was the 1 minute game. Okay, let's start with creating my own collectible, and not a free model one. I originally went with the idea of creating a coin, but I wanted to make something more interesting. So I went to the toolbox and took out some meshes and picked out this weird shape to be my collectible. For some reason, I named it Prism, even though it's not a prism. Either way, it's still a cool name. But collectibles don't work without leader stats, so that is what I started working on. I guess I forgot how to create leader stats because I was completely lost when I was trying to script it. Eventually, I figured it out, but I was spending way too much time on this collectible. Then I found a nice collect sound effect and added it to the prism, followed by a massive error in the output. I was really confused. I didn't know what was wrong until I realized that I forgot to add a dot value to the prism stat. Yeah. I have to take scripting lessons. I was still working on the prism, but I had the idea to make it spin in air. The problem is I don't know how to do that. I started with adding a while wait do function to loop the coin spinning, but something was definitely wrong. Then I tried doing it with tween service to make it smoother, but that didn't work either. Then I just gave up and looked for some particles. Hey, this one looks cool. Yep, this is what I spent 30 minutes on. Now that I finished my collectible, it was time to create platforms. This was much easier. I just had to find the right texture for the platforms, which took me some time to find the right one. Either way, I was really liking how it was looking. I recolored it to gray and adjusted the size. Another thing I added was color correction in lighting, which just adjusted the saturation and contrast, making the game look much nicer. Now that I had the regular platforms, I really wanted to create my own moving platforms. I had one in the 1 minute game, but I couldn't even reach them. So for this one, I shaped down the regular platform into a smaller one and started scripting the movement. I went with tween service because it seemed like the right thing to do, but I guess I was doing something wrong. I don't even know what unable to cast a dictionary means, but like my leader stats, I eventually figured it out with a little help from looking at my old games. I noticed that my player didn't really match the environment I was creating, probably because my avatar is an atrocity. I used the dummy as the new starter character, which fits in much better with the environment. Then I looked at my clock and started panicking. I only had a few minutes left and still no map, so I quickly organized everything into folders and started placing platforms. I made the spawn location look prettier so it wouldn't just be some fat block, then tried duplicating the moving platform, but for some reason the other parts didn't want to go with it. It was annoying, but I got it to work. Up until this point, I had completely forgotten about the prisms, so I placed them around the map pretty fast. I was practically speedrunning at this point because my time was basically up. Once I had finished placing them, I had one last thing I wanted to add, a script inside of the base plate that would kill the player if they touched it. So with barely any time left, I speedran typing that script and finished just in time. Now that the time is up, let's play the game and see if it's any good. To be honest, it's not bad. Probably better than my 1 minute game, but let me know what you guys think. I didn't add traction to the moving platforms, so you aren't even connected to it when they move. The prisms look cool. That was basically 50% of my game right there, and it takes me right back to the start. Check out this other cool video I made. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.